Hi there, everybody. YouTube fans, RG Jubilee fans, and Rocket Fire fans. Those who ordered my Earl puppets and Antioch spiders. Well, your orders are ready. I'm getting them ready to box them. Most people do an unboxing video. This time, I'm going to be doing a boxing video. Here's the Antioch spiders. This goes to one special person who ordered it from Aaron. And this is an Earl puppet that another special person ordered from Aaron. And he's ready to be your friend. Ready to go home, right, Earl? Yeah, I'm going home to whoever bought me. I know. Aaron does me better than Wally does, but she's trying. Isn't she now? Well, I'm trying to. I don't know. Andy has a voice. Does he have a voice? No, he just jumps up and down. Oh, okay. Okay. Dunk, dunk. Well, here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to show the boxing video. I showed you how I make these. Now I'm going to show you how I box them and get them ready for my fans. Another video, once I make another set of these, I'll show you all the work that goes into making one of these little guys. Believe it or not, this takes longer to make production of 10 of these than it does these. The only reason why these take a long time is because they hurt my fingers. I gotta sew a couple, and my fingers are still pinching, and rest my fingers in between, and then sew another couple. Because it's all hand sewn. And when I get me a sewing machine, which I'm hoping I can zoom them faster, but still I gotta do hand sewing in the puppet. When you make a puppet, there were two things you cannot do on a sewing machine. Sewing the inner lining for the mouth when you sew this part. That's the part where the fingers hurt when you got pulled sew through cardboard. And sewing, of course, the closing of the back and putting the head on, connecting that part. But the rest of it, I could probably most likely sew up on the machine. And of course, the hand embroidery you'll need to do on the little skeletons. See, I stitch all that by hand. See, I try to do all quality work. That's why it takes time too. I try to do it. Also, I designed a better hat. I noticed I improved the puppets as I go along and make more and more. I improve them as I go along. I improved the hats now. I got a better hat now. This hat of the new one. And now also I figured out how to sew. This is one piece into the head. So I have to attach it afterwards. So this is one of the more updated ones, you could say. Yeah, let me show what I'm talking about to those fans that out there. So as I go around in additions, you will know which one. You will know that you got an earlier one, which was the first, if you count by which ones are the first. If you go do about collectibles, always the first has the original. Always the first has something different than as they go down the line. Everything had to happen to all kinds of production. Let me show you. Let me get the other one. So you know what I'm talking about. This is an older production one with the older pattern. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm a little bit older. Well, a couple of days older than this until she figured out how to do this better. See this? The first hat I did separate pieces. And I really didn't like the way the hat was getting pointy and funny. How funny it comes with the separate pieces. And I said, why should I sew extra seams? And it uses up more fabric this way. And it's more work. For what? And then I had to, then of course the hair is all, the hat is made separate. And I used to hand stitch. And I'm saying, why should I waste the yellow fabric? Then here I could probably cut more puppets. I could cut more arms and stuff out of it. Because, I had to learn how to be able to make more kits to keep up with the order. Because it's very hard to get the plush. It takes a long time for me to order this stuff. It takes a couple months for me to get it to come. Coronavirus, everything's backslidden. And I didn't think I was going to make so many puppets. So I had to get more yellow plush, more red plush, more black felt, more white felt. So I could continue to make more of these. And of course, more of the shaggy. It's always hard to get. This may vary from puppet to puppet now. The fabrics probably will vary depending on how hard it is for me to get colors, so that you guys know. Yeah, she has to find where her supplier has the stuff or not in time for the order. That's right. And it's always the hard part is to find the colors you're looking for. I have a house full of fabric. It's just that the colors that you need, you don't have. It's like, oh, you gotta go and buy more. It's like, as I do with Mr. Antioch, yeah, I had to get that because latex and all. But him, he's, as far as supplies, it's easy to get supplies for this kind of guy, kind of. There's that. You need, of course, money to buy stuff, And Aaron is very kind. He's helping me get the latex I need to do. And these take long, too. The reason why these take a long time is because the molding, I have one mold. I've got to figure a way to make multiple molds. I've made a plug to make, I have to make multiple molds. Because I can only make about maybe 2 or 3 of these a day when I pour it in the mold. To produce it, because you gotta you gotta pull the rubber and wait for it to dry, and pour it out. Then I have to I'd have to find the right color. Sometimes I got brown pipe cleaners on them. Some may have black pipe cleaners, depending on what I can find. Sometimes those are usually easier to find. I can always find those in craft store. Sometimes I buy them in a package and only got a few black and a few. You got to buy a lot of packages to get the colors. But I'm trying to think where I can find this plain all black and plain all brown. That painting all these little details, the details you have to paint on this. If you look at up close, you can see how much work goes into painting those little tiny pieces. And what really makes it hard is all these little tiny feet. See all these little tiny toes, all these little feet. I gotta make each one, every one of these feet, and paint all these little sneakers. Now on the toy, you can pose the legs any way you want. And also you can twist the toes around. See, I made them so you can twist them any way you want the toes to go. So they are posable. It's a pipe cleaner. And you can pose them how you like it. But the toesies, this is the hardest part of the toy, making all these feet. And then you got to pop holes through the rubber, pop holes through the pipe, and figure force it through and put it inside and bend it around to put it. It's, it takes pinky time. It's a lot of assembly because you got to sew the bodies together and turn them and stuff. And then you got to sew the legs in each one. Got to sew it in from there. And then I got to sew the head on. Then I glued the little, see what I was talking about? They needed their little chins. Last time I didn't show you the chin. Then I make the little candle. Who needs the candle on his cake? You see? All these little fine details. You see, you paint the cake. I say, all that detail I have to paint. Just to show you how much work goes into these things, to tell you why it takes so long. I'm just showing you the quality work, and I like to take my time to make sure they all come out perfect. Because if I make them fast, rush, they're not going to look as good. I want to give all my fans good quality work, so bear with the time it takes me to make them. Okay, it's just me making these things myself. I'm the only one here. And of course, life goes on too. I gotta go doctors and other things that come up, I gotta keep my big stuff cartoons going as well. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to get a Christmas video done by the 20th of this month. I'm behind schedule. But I guess I'll make it because of the good old Lord. All things are possible. It's not by my might, nor by my power. It's by the Lord that gives me the strength to do these things so I can do these things for you and Aaron. And thank you, Aaron, very much. You have made my day. After I had that money scam and I lost all my money, that's the saddest thing that ever happened to somebody, especially during Christmas. Or especially when you might do a lot for people and you don't have the money to do it. It makes you feel like, I was always the Santa Claus at Christmas in my church. I would always make things and hand them out to everybody, and I loved doing that. But I never had this since October. The last couple of years, usually my month when I make all the stuff for my friends. Because I got scammed, all the money it went from all my supplies, but bye-bye, and I couldn't do it. But you know what? I kept going on. I figured, I can't do the Christmas gifts. Let me do something good to cheer me up. I made this here video, the new video I did on big stuff. And I'm also working on a Christmas one, which I have to try to finish by the 20th, like I said. Will be coming up before Christmas. Hopefully it'll go on. What I'm going to do for the part of it, because I'm going to be doing it in my church, showing a portion of it, the song or whatever. There's a song I am going to be using, but I may not put it on YouTube because it's a copyright thing. But it was okay to do for the church, so I got to do it for the church. But I'll be putting another song in the one I'm going to put up online. So a song that is not no copyright problem. So because you gotta be careful with YouTube. You can't do copyrighted stuff anymore. Other people's songs. Praise the Lord for the green orbs. By their help, and now of course YouTube's a library of songs that can be used. I bought my Big Stuff cartoons alive. I was able to do Big Stuff, the Apollo 13, the musical, and all those things, make all those original songs and having fun. And that way, what kept me happy. I get happy when I make cartoons of my boys over here, my Big Stuff, my Apollo 13 boys. We've been doing things for 50 years. And 50 more years to go, right? As long as the Lord tarries and gives me life, I'd be doing it. So now without no further ado, let me do the boxing video. Not unboxing, but boxing for my friends. First, I'm going to start with boxing all these little spiders. I put them inside a box from my little Yoda toy I got to hold them in place. This little cutie that I got here, my little Yodi. I know he has a name. I don't know if anybody saw the show yet, what his real name is, but I don't want to give away the real name. But I waited for this toy to come out when I found out about him. Last year, people gave me all kinds of gift cards, and I saved them because I didn't go shopping or nothing, and I knew I was going to get this when it came out. So thanks to that, I was able to get this. I didn't take the money away that I was able to get him. Hey, baby. I like him. He's so cute. Okay, we're going to do a boxing video, guys. I guess little Yodo is going to help me out, right? You going to help me? Yeah, he's going to give me the hands up. Okay, let's do the spiders here now. Okay, I put Yodo there so you can see him. What I do very carefully so the spiders don't get messed up, I would inspect each and every one of the spiders to make sure they're all perfect. The legs and everything are right, and the toes are right. And I usually lay them nice like that. Sometimes lint gets on them, and I try to take all the lint. I got dogs. I got dog and cat, so I got to make sure there's no cat here or anything that flies in the house. And I carefully pack each spider back to back like that so the legs don't get bent out of shape. I already carefully inspected each one already, so I'm going to pack them very carefully. See how carefully I pack them? And there's still new lint gets around. I'll try to get all the lint off. And see, I pack them nice and gently, just so when they go in transit, they don't get destroyed. See, even the packing, I take time in. Because when I send a thing out, I want to make sure, because the mail, they bang things around like crazy. Yeah, you don't want them to get messed up. And I don't want the legs to bend out of shape, so I like them to keep their original shape. So I figured out how to pack them, especially when I pack them in the box of the puppets. When the puppets lay on top of them, you don't want to smush them. So I got to protect their legs so the legs don't get out of shape. Now, of course, the hands on them are movable. So if people want to get them, and if the hands turn on the cakes, you can pose these hands any way you want. I designed them so you could change the hand positions, you see. With his hand up, his hand down, however you want to do it. So these move. Everything moves on it. So just to let you know, it was made like that to do that. Let's see. Because a lot of people like to pose that stuff. And I try to make them as posable as I can. So this is a batch of 10 little spiders. The antsy fancy spiders are going to be packed up, carefully put in a bag. I think this bag was the size bag I used last time. I don't know. Let's see. I try to keep them in the bag. Sometimes it's hard to get them in the bag. Okay, this bag doesn't work. I'm going to put them in another bag. Hold on. Got this big one right here. Why should I go crazy, right? I don't want to smush them. I want to make sure they all stay nice. There we go. So the spiders are all nicely packed and ready to go. See, I think the bag is ready to go. There. There's a little bubble of air in the bag too. I think it's go. Baby Yoda, yes, Baby Yoda. You like him? Hi, Baby Yoda. Say hi to everybody. Hey, hold on, I'll put the box this way so you can stand. So you can see him. Come on, let's go. Don't turn off my computer now. That would have been funny, wouldn't it, if he shut off my computer while I was in the middle of doing a live stream. Don't do that now. Try to get the balance so you can see him. Okay, that won't work. Yeah, don't cause a problem now. Everybody, let's see you. Say hi. He kind of reminds me of Embryo, doesn't he? He didn't have the ears. And he had orange hair and he was yellow. What did he look like, Embryo? And he had a fuzzy belly, fuzzy chest. You like that fuzzy chest? Want to meet Embryo? I was thinking about doing a video or cartoon. Yoda visits Embryo, Zygo, and Eclipsio. And big stuff out there. Oh no, not another alien. And then this one tries with his little force thing, drives Biggie crazy. Would that be funny? Hey, it throws Biggie all over the place. I was thinking about doing that. That'd be funny. I said, please, Jim, bring this alien back to this planet with your time machine. I can't take it anymore. He showed me all over the place. How is he? Yeah. How is my dog doing? Oh, my dog is doing fine. Matter of fact, she's sleeping under the table right now, which is good because she's awake. She'll be barking so much you won't be hearing me talk. Okay? Right now she's sleeping. I just fed her. She's resting. I want to shut this little guy off for now so I can continue the boxing video. Okay, Yodi. I'm gonna put him over there, play him later when I have the spare time. Okay? If anybody wants to see him again. Now, I got the 4 Earl puppets to 4 people that ordered them. This is puppet number 1. Puppet number 2. Try to reach the other toe. Puppet number 3. Don't want to drop Biggie on the fuzzy. Biggie was on the other side. And puppet number 4. They're all ready to go. I inspect them, make sure each and every one has got the nice moving mount. Yeah, and ready to have a good time. All your Rockefeller fans who ordered us from heaven. We are ready to go. Unfortunately, she can't promise any more video or any more puppets until after Christmas because it takes time for her to sew and her fingers are hurting her. And she got things to get ready for Christmas. Now, I'm sure everybody's busy at Christmas this time of the year, but she does have another one in the ready to make, and we'll show you how we start out. Now, this is another puppet getting ready to be assembled. So this is how they all start out. Oh, this is a puppet. Yep, we all start up on bits and pieces. And you know what? It does take a lot of piece of fingers to sew that, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It takes about 2 days of sewing and assembly to get this together. But it takes a day to cut it all out and organize the pattern and the fabrics. And then it takes a day or 2 to sew the thing and put it together and stuff it. Yes, get it, stuff it like big stuff. Yep, all kinds of big stuff. Well, I don't stuff you with big stuff. Just stuff, yeah. But I do stuff you with, oops, I can't find it now. I do stuff you with, if I can get it. These, you know when you do a video, you try to put everything at hand, arm's reach, and it seems to want to go. Come here. I tried to get with my foot. Hold a second. Have you ever tried to grab something and it keeps moving away from you more? When you try to grab it, it moves away. Yes. Well, like I said, I don't stuff you with big stuff. I stuff you with this stuff. So let's stuff the box with you guys, okay? You're going to stuff us in the box? Yeah, I got to stuff you in the box because you got to go to somebody. Oh, I'm going to have to leave you. Yes, you do. You got a customer waiting for you, okay? And they waits you for Christmas. Oh, okay. Well, Auntie Jubilee, it's been nice knowing you. I'm going to be off to a new destiny. And happy fan, if you're looking at it, I'm going home to be with you. Oh, my other three boys is there too. And the one in the bag, yeah, he'll be built soon. He'll have to be born next year. Or maybe at the end of the month. I don't know. I see how fast my fingers, believe it or not, is the pitchy. Arthritis, when it gets cold, it's like, these little fingies. And plus, I got a blister on this finger. I got cactus needle up there. Put these together with that. It was comfortable. But I get it. I have to make it for my fans. So, here's how I boxed them up. I'm going to turn the computer around or actually push it away. All the way like this is easier. All the way like that. All the way like that. Far in the galaxy, far, far away. We got a box of toys today. I'm being silly, I know. I like to be silly, right? Silliness is always the goodness. And then let me pack the box up and get it all ready for packing. And get all this here. Yeah. So this is another puppet get ready. I'll be ready soon. Hopefully if I finish as soon as I finish the big stuff Christmas video, I'll start sewing again. But that's how I figured it would be better. Let me go get the box and then we'll start packing. I got the box. Let me just adjust the camera so you can see me. Packing the box. Gonna have to look it up a little bit further. There we go. Hello. Okay. So here's how I pack the babies. We go out where they have to go. It's too much headroom. See, when you do a video, you don't want all this headroom because then the audience will be looking down at you. You want to, when you do a video, you want to take away that headroom and have your head, but you have a space, or you can put your head all the way up to the top of the screen too, but it's better to have your head at eye level, or towards the top of the screen, or towards the center of the screen. It's always the best way to shoot a video. Just give you some filming techniques that I've learned through the years by a wonderful pastor called Rob Hawks. If you're out there, thank you for the tip to do good videos. Also, that's the same for when you're making movies and all. Oh, here's how I pack them up. I put a nice liner inside. I use a plastic bag so it protects the puppets from getting messed up. So what I would do is I would lay the bag down. I'll get the puppet. Check its final inspections. If I get up whatever stuffing lint that's on them, from the stuffings, from the plush itself, because this plush does make some of the, what do you call it, a lint. Then I would lay one down. And we'll get another one. And do the same. So all the length of it. Check it last inspection. Make sure everything is perfect on it. And of course, if there's still lint on it, it comes from the actual plush. It's this stuff here that comes off, it gets on it. So, and this is felt, so it'll clean. So all you have to do is brush it off. Best way to pack them, if you're packing puppets, or if you're packing two puppets, I usually pack them head and head like this so they don't get smushed. It protects each other. And I'll put them in the bag very carefully, like that. So the bag is to protect them in case as it's being delivered and it becomes a real rainy day outside and the box gets wet. You don't want your little puppets to get wet. So I lay them like that in the bag carefully. And then I get the other two, and I again do the same thing. I inspect each one, make sure everything is perfect on it. Yeah, now it's my time to get in the bag. Yep, I got a bag you soon too. Clean you off, make sure you're perfect. Make sure there's no lint over it. Yeah, going home to be with you, with a puppy. Here I go. And for him, the opposite, right? Well, I actually have to turn on this way, Mr. Puppet. Gotta be careful that finger. Like I said, I have a cactus pickle on my nickel. My nickel. You have to go to eat the knuckles, nickels. It's old fashioned. Yeah. Knuckles, nickel. I got a pickle in my nickel. My knuckle. And the last final puppet. Oh yeah, my turn. My turn to get a sorted. I'm gonna go home to be with you soon too. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Make sure there's no sweat on you. Make sure you got your nice hat going good. And I love it the way I did the new hats. They got better. So much better. More shape. I was trying to figure out what was going wrong with that. So those who have the original hat, those are the first edition. First generation of Earls. Well, Earls is ready to go. I close my bag up so they stay nice. And then I carefully lay them down and I put them in the box. Which I just make it perfectly. Okay. And then carefully I put the spiders in their little bag in the corner. And I'm going to put a little something inside here for Aaron. I'm going to do it now live. And then I just have to tape it up, measure the box, weigh the box, and I'll be off to go to the customers. So all the babies are inside the box. Hi, Aaron. If you're looking at this video, the babies are ready to go. One more little stuff I want to do on the box now. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I have to wait for Aaron to send me the packing label. So I can put the packing label on here and tape it up. As soon as I get the packing label, I'll send the box out. And then Aaron gets it, and then he'll send it out to all the people that bought the puppets. And they'll be ready to go. So here they are. I'm ready to go. So that's called a boxing video. Usually people unbox things. Today I boxed things. Well, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to draw a special picture for Aaron. I'm going to show you. Hold a second. Let me just move my wagon out of the way. My walker, that is. Put this box over here. because it's all ready to go. Actually, I'm going to put the box over here. You just have to be careful. I don't bump into my Mr. Big Stuff over there. Oh, there goes the telephone. Let's see who's on the telephone. It's most likely solicitors. And I have a policy. If no talkie, no picky uppy. I'm not going to get scammed again. Let's see who that is. I don't know who that number is. And I don't think it's anything important. Yeah. There's a thing about Medicare offering some kind of genetic screening, and my United Healthcare doesn't say anything about United Health or anything. It can be just a scam trying to get your medical information. So be careful with these scammers out there. I don't pick them up unless it's somebody I know. It doesn't even come in as that. It just comes in as a double number. Whenever you get a phone call and it's a recording and there's a double number or a V in front of the number, or if the number is a number you don't know, or if the number calls you and it's a different number and it says what it is, but it's not, doesn't match up, don't pick those things up. Those are all solicitors just trying to get your information so they can take from you, like they did me, and I'm not going to let that happen again. No more, no way. If I don't know the person, I don't, even if they talk, I said this is a recorded thing. One time I picked up on one of those phone calls thinking it was for my United Healthcare insurance. And I'm talking to it and it keeps repeating. I said, okay, where do I go? And it kept repeating the same thing. And I go, yes, but I'm trying to tell you something. And it keeps, you're talking to a computer that's recording every word you say. That's how you know it's solicited. That's what that was. It was just on. I don't do that one. Don't ever say yes when you pick up a phone call that you think is being recorded. You tell, take your yes and record that voiceover to say that you said yes, but I did not say yes on that subject. So be careful. These scammers know how to scam you, and I'm not going to get scammed again. I learned a very expensive lesson, and I want to let that expensive lesson be known to everybody here who looks at my station, my channel. I don't ever want to have happen to them what happened to me. So that's what. And what were we doing, Mr. Big Stuff? Do we know what we were doing? I don't know. That's right, Mr. Big Stuff. These are my company. When you're alone in a coronavirus situation and you got to stay in the house, I got my YouTube fans and I got my Big Stuff, my Apollo 13 boys here, my crew. We try to get the thing going. Blast off to the moon. Blast off to a new horizon. A new wonderful time. Well, yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to show you how I draw. I'm going to draw a Billy Bob picture for Aaron. And I'm going to show you how I draw my Billy Bob pictures for Aaron. Just to say thank you. Thank you for the order. Also, I'm going to try to make things. I got to let Aaron know I have an idea for some new products I want to work on that I can do that are fast and will not be so expensive too to produce. I will not take so much time consuming. But I'm thinking about making, if anybody's interested, I know a lot of people they get amazed by Apollo 13 astronauts I got behind me that move back and forth. A lot of people say, oh, I thought that was a screen. Or, oh, I thought that was real people standing behind you, or something like that. I don't know. A lot of people said all kinds of stuff on my YouTube channel. And I was wondering if anybody's interested. I can animate you like that. If you send me a photograph, I can do pictures of anything that's animated like that. Or I could do rocket fire explosion characters like Billy Bob or whatever. But if it's a copyrighted item like Billy Bob or anything rocket fire, I got to let Aaron know because Aaron has to get, of course, the royalties because it's his image. I don't own the image or don't own the right to Billy Bob or Beach Bear or Dooku or Rudy Bird or any of the characters of Rocket Fire. I only own the rights to my cartoons, which are the Apollo 13 cartoon and the Jubilee Sally and Sam the Evangelist and all the cartoons that you see, Embryo, Eclipsio. I'm going to be doing them too as animations. If anybody's interested in this kind of stuff, let me know. I can make them. And Aaron and I will talk together. I'll produce it. And Aaron, I'll show Aaron what it is. And I said my fans like it. And there was somebody that wanted on this line a Duke Aru puppet. A Duke Aru puppet. You gotta let Aaron know that you want it. And I get the order from Aaron and I'll make it for you. Okay, just to let you know. I'm just trying to center everything because everything else centered. I always try to center my video with my boys in the back here. I don't want to block anybody. I like to see them all. I can see Jim. Jim is always behind me here. He hides behind me. Hey, Jimmy boy, you always hide me behind Jimmy boy. I can say they keep you company. Hold a second. I gotta show you. I gotta get my drawing pencils and stuff. Show you how I draw pictures. There's a little embryo. See this little embryo? This is what I'm talking about. This is my cartoon characters. Anything on my cartoon characters, I could do it, no problem. That's my own copyrights, and I can do my own thing here. Let me see. I put this over here. See, of course, that's a new movie. Everybody's seen this? Apollo 13, Biggie Biggie 2020, A Hazy Journey. It's a very fun movie. You'll love this one. Perfect just in time. Yeah, the crazy year of the coronavirus nonsense. And you know what? It's funny, but in this movie, there's a cure for the coronavirus. And look, the vaccine's coming out. It's amazing how the Lord does those things. I tell you. I just hope this virus gets out of here by next year. Don't you all? So we can get on with our lives and have fun and get together and love each other and hug each other. Of course, you still got to be careful. Don't want to get sick now. Don't be too crazy now. The Lord always said to do all you can do. God will take care of the rest. Don't be foolish. Don't be in a rush. Do the right thing. And the Lord will provide the answer. And that's what I do. As long as I stay faithful and true, the Lord will provide the right answer. I'm just get all my equipment that I need, like pencils, crayons, and things to draw with. I'm going to draw some pictures. Show you how I draw. You're going to have fun. Okay. Stretchies. Pull out paper. Need a piece of paper. A piece of paper. And I make a little something cute in here for. I always do that when I make a package for Aaron. I got like a messy paper underneath that I put. I'll do this. Okay. Now, I know I'm going to show you. I'm going to angle the camera close and get to it. As soon as I get all my stuff organized I need. Silly me, I forgot to get me a drink out. Okay, let's start out with using a. Okay, here's how I draw Billy Bob. I'm going to see if you can see me. I'm going to look. Can you see that, everybody? I'm not going to be able to see anybody writing to me right now because I had the computer down at an angle that you can see me draw. So I'm going to draw Billy Bob, everybody. That's how I draw Billy Bob. You're going to see him upside down, kind of. Well, let me show you something about dyslexia. One good thing about being dyslexic, I could do things backwards. I could use either hand to draw. And I could also draw upside down. So I'm going to draw this picture actually upside down so that it will be shown forwards in this. Now, I don't know if anybody can draw a face upside down, but I can. Watch. I would start with Billy Bob's nose. And make his cheeks. Now. Yeah. Let me pen. I don't know if it shows, but do you love a pen that keeps going inside out? Billy Bob, but this is fast drawing. Just to show, if you see it. Uh, now I'm gonna kind of color it in a little on the inside of his mouth. Done. Silly pen. This pen just doesn't want to stay open when I'm coloring. Okay, you can go somewhere else. Silly pen. Unfortunately, some of these markers don't work as good as I like them to, but I'm going to try the best I can with what I got. And I don't know if Aaron wants to, when he gets his picture, wants to give it to one of his Rocket Fire fans. It's fine with me, unless he wants to keep it for himself. Aaron, you could do what you want. This is a little something to say hi. This is done live on RG Jubilee channel in front of my audience. And if Aaron wants to give away this picture to some lucky Rocket Fire fan, go right ahead, Aaron. And if Aaron wants to keep it for himself, that's fine with me too. Just a little something, Aaron, to say thank you very much. Have a merry, merry, merry Christmas and a beautiful New Year. And, let the next year become a better year. May God bless next year a better year. And everybody have a happy time. Now, I may not have enough brown in this marker because this marker was kind of worn out. So I'm going to try to color this the best I can. So I'm going to do a couple of different colors on here that I have. I got to go out and get some new markers. I haven't went to any stores for about a year to buy new stuff. And I haven't, and then of course when I got all scared out of my money, I don't really have much money to buy new stuff. So I'm like, do what I can do with what I got. I just hope that things will come out better. Let's see if this brown works a little better. A little bit better with this brown. I'll give it some highlights. How many of you out there can draw a picture upside down? Like I'm doing. Have anybody ever tried that? It's fun. It's challenging. I'll show up better later on when I get completely done. Yeah, I do his eyeballs now. Let's get the see the petals. Here's a nice blue eyeballs. Hey puppies, what you doing? You knocked all my fuzzies down. And the doggy's under my chair. She got into the stuffing that I had there when I'm showing you how I stuff the puppets up. She's laying in a bag of stuffing. And she's tickling my foot with her fuzzy wuzzies. As I'm doing the picture. Yeah, she tickled my feet with the fuzzy wuzzies. Okay. Now we need to get the other color to make face. And the other one, it should be in this one. Oh, it was in this one. Is it this one? Oh, no, that's that one. That's too pinky. But I could go for this. A little bit blur. It was a little bit too. I don't know if that's yeah, that wasn't the one. Okay. I'm looking for the pen. There's a certain one I use for something. I got a lot of gel pens and markers and stuff here. I'm trying to find a certain color that I use for something. I'm saving in the other bag stuff. Yeah, I got some. That gel pen shouldn't be in the magic markers. No, that's a magic marker. That's a gel pen. What is that other gel pen I use? Now, do you like it when you can't find what you look for? These are markers. I don't know. These are the permanent markers. I don't want the permanent markers. Took the wrong bag. That's not the one I want. It's in this. It's got to be in here. These are what all the different colors. I think it was this one I used. Oh, not that one. When you guys make pencils, pens, markers like I do, as an artist, you gotta test that. I think it was this year. This is what I used. Okay, I needed to find the pink I used for the face color. And bleep up. I'm gonna write a letter and tell thank you for it. Thank you for it. Thank you. And I'm gonna thank him for the order. And I'm actually gonna give him a little Christmas on that. I gotta Christmas him up a little. I'm gonna put a little Christmas on it. Just a little bit to show a little Christmas cheer. And do a little Christmas thing. Gave him a little Christmas cheer on the side. So I'll sign it. R.G. Jubilee. R.G. Jubilee. Oh, I'm going to put thank you, Aaron, on something else, just in case he wants to give this to somebody. I don't think thank you, Aaron would be good on it. I decided not to put that on the picture, but I will put it in another separate piece of paper that I give him. But that's how I will draw, how you could draw Billy Bob. Let me go back to big screen. You can see my face. Hello. And there we go. There's Billy Bob. Thank you, Aaron, for the order. I'll be putting this in the box along with the earls and everything. And if you have a lucky fan that went on an actual sketch that was done live on the RG Jubilee channel by RG Jubilee herself, you can get this out to one of your real lucky fans, unless you want to keep this yourself. It's up to Aaron now, not up to me. I'm giving this to Aaron, so he can do what he wants with it. That's a way of saying thank you, Aaron, for the great order. And thank you for lifting my spirits, because that helped me after I lost my money. I was going to say, what am I going to do? I have no money for Christmas. And I'm trying to save money for an air conditioner. I really need an air conditioner. Very badly need an air conditioner. And if I get enough money coming in, is she near my Christmas tree, my cluttered house, behind a... move this out of the way. There's a box over there. You see that bite in the corner over there where my finger's pointing? That's a life-size Billy Bob I'm working on. I've ordered a real mask from Aaron with the real face of Billy Bob, which I'm going to put on that. When I get enough money up to get the motors and everything, and then I need to complete the project and the controllers and all that stuff, I'll be putting that device together and do a live video. And I'll be building my own Billy Bob. Yeah. And I'm going to be working on him. Hopefully, as soon as I get money in. But first thing, before I could do him, I have to first, unfortunately, get money for an air conditioner. Because I don't want to go through another hot summer. But an air conditioner, this house has been a mess. I haven't been able to do anything cleaning because it was been too hot for me at work. And now sometimes also it gets too cold in here. But I don't have any heater neither. Without the air conditioner, you don't even have heat in the winter time. So when it gets too cold, my arthritis and my bones hurt. So it's like right now the weather is awesome. And I wish it could stay like this all year round. Then I wouldn't need no air conditioning. I'd be happy. But you know weather changes, so. Well, this is my RG Jubilee. I see the guy with the crazy emojis again. I really don't know what that means, Mr. Are you the one with the sewing machine? You going to get me that sewing machine? 'Cause I really need a sewing machine. The one who promised me the sewing machine. I hope you're not a scammer. Because if you are, the Lord's going to take care of you too. Just like the other guy who's scamming, Mr. Matthew Ross. I want everybody know he's a crook. Don't ever listen to Matthew Ross or Mr. Spencer, whatever his name, Spencer, whatever his name. I don't even care about them anymore. What they done to me, ha! I let the world know they are crooks. ABS Wealth Investment, whatever that company is, if it really is a company. Well, this is the little Billy Bob that will go into the box. And the box is ready to go. Just need the packing label. And it shall be on the way out. The boys are in here, ready to go. Right, boys? These boys will go out soon. So happy RG Jubilee fans that like my artwork. You'll be getting your Earl puppets as soon as Aaron sends them out. And Merry Christmas to all those who made those orders, because are you selling or making those orders? Made a happy Christmas for RG Jubilee too. And Aaron, I'm sure. So, that's what I do. That's my boxing video. Now, somebody said, how is my dog doing? Well, she woke up. You hear her? She just barking at the cat. There's a cat outside, a stray cat that I'm trying to adopt to make her come in the house. She's such a beautiful baby. But she doesn't want to come in the house. But she does go in my backyard every now and then. I see her sneak in the hole that the other cat that used to be out there did. My cat, there was a cat from outdoors. Or a squirrel or raccoon I had out there one time. She has a home when she wants to come, keep herself warm. Got a little thing out there for her to sleep in. If she wants to go in, she can come in. She's welcome to my house. Let's see now. I'm going to look at some of your people that wrote to me now. Now, time for me to look at the Mr. Emoji Man. I don't know. You have a lot of happy faces, so I guess you like what I did. Let's see. It says smiling face with smiling eyes, smiley face. Okay, you're happy. Okay, that's what that means? Okay, I understand. Oh, it tells you what they mean. Oh, I didn't know that. If I run the mouse on, this means yes. Smiley face. Oh, I didn't know that. I just moved the mouse to it and it told me what they mean. How awesome is that? That's awesome sauce, I guess. I got to look back at those to see what they mean. She is doing good. Oh, you're glad the dog's doing good or me doing good? Well, I'm doing good. The Lord's good, that's why. Let me see, what's a chicken mean? I guess a chicken means a chicken. Huh? Am I a chicken? Crying face, that means why you sad? Sad for what happened to me? Let's see. You have happy faces, then you have a sad face on the bottom with a chicken. Hatching chicken. Okay. What's the chickens mean on that one? There, Don. Damn. D-A-M. Damn. Wins. Damn. You have B-M. Is that D-M? Dim. Dim rise. Oh, dim rise. Okay. That's it. These glasses don't see the little words too good. I'm sorry. And I'm dyslexic, so I'm reading over what this means. Fearful face, smiling face. I guess it's a mixed emotion. What's the R mean? Flex biceps. Face with tongue. What's that mean? Blah? What's blah? I know what the heart means. Blah, you don't like when people abuse people. Is that why you did that one? What's this one mean? Does it say what this one means? Let's see. This one's crying. I know that. Fearful. Okay, now I like that. We got, what's this, a CD? A computer disc. Yeah. Well, that's a CD, right? Computer disc. Okay. Flex arm. Sunrise over the mountains. Money Mount face. Is that what I thought that was an alien face with the green eyes and the green tongue? I always thought that was an alien. That means greed. That people are greedy. They take advantage of you. Yeah, like that phone call. They try to scam you. Yeah, scammers are bad. A punishing face, pouting face, a pouting face. I'm reading all your silly emojis. I don't know. Really, still don't know what you mean. You got a mouth. You got rain. You got tears. Okay. Gamers, the Ghost Tracker Gamer says hi to you. Line Cook, Tour 2006, Janie Texan, Jamie, I can't see the words. How is your dog? That's the one that's saying the dog is. Yeah, the dog's doing fine. You have a long name on your thing. Can I just tell you line cook? It's easy for me to say line cook. Okay, line cook. Yeah. You send them to Aaron first, then he sends them out. Yes. Aaron takes the orders. Aaron is the one you have to go to. If you want any of my Rocket Fire merchandise, you tell Aaron what you want and I'll make it to order. The thing is, I ain't going to sell any more animatronic things because they're too fragile. They're not made as good as toys. I can see at this toy you buy in the store, you can pick it up and whatever you want. Mine is made out of very delicate. You have to pick them up like eggshells. They're kind of delicate. They're not made out of plastics like these things are made. They're made out of, cardboard or toothpicks and things that, they're very fragile. If you twist them the wrong way, you could break them because they don't need this glued together. Some of them I use popsicle sticks inside to put the legs because they're small. They were small little characters like this when I did the stage show. And I had the two circles on top. And I used toilet paper rolls to fill out the body with. So it's like cardboard. It was funny. I just used what I had in the house to make those. I don't really have a lot of money. I don't have a 3D printer or all that stuff. The plastics and making the molds, that's really a lot of money. You need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to produce things with that kind of stuff, which I don't have. I just make things out of what I got. That's how I do it. Right now, I'm having a hard time trying to find those color fabrics for those kind of dolls. Green is hard. Some of those, like the texture fabric, the color for Billy Bob's fur is very hard to find. It's very hard to find certain colors to make certain items to be the right colors. Like the Earl puppets, I'm having trouble trying to find orange shaggy for the hair. I don't know what I'm going to use if I don't run out. Because I need the orange shaggy originally for my embryo doll. Hope I run out. Then when I make my embryo, I ain't going to have half of him. I'm using some of my stuff that I have for another project to get your dolls done. I'm hoping I can get more of that. I gotta look. I'm hoping my supplier, my friend at the toy factory, can send me some more.
he gives me everything at a discount price so I can sell them cheaper. But if my price goes up, I'm gonna have, But Aaron, it depends on, I wanna when I get a sewing machine, it would be so much better. So I can sew things faster. If I had the right kind of machine, there's a thing called an Oro machine. It's a factory kind of machine. It kind of looks like this. I'm going to draw a picture of what I'm talking about. It's not a regular Singer sewing machine like everybody else uses. It's a factory type of machine that's designed for plush fabric. And it kind of is like a box thing. I'm going to draw on a side view of it. It's got a wheel on the outside, two wheels. It's got a thing there. I don't know exactly how it looks. This is just a sketch of what one factory machine like that will look like. This is a swivel. It's a kind of a machine. Sewing machine is like this. Because it's got a wheel there. And then, of course, there's a factory motor down here. And there's kind of a band that runs into there. But you see, the sewing machine, you sew this way. You put the fabric in here, and you sew this way. You don't sew this way. You're sewing it this way. And it helps you when you're making a large thing or a small thing. You can get around the piece faster, especially when you're making smaller areas like puppets. You can get around it. On a Singer sewing machine, it goes so this way, hands and everything. You don't have enough. This type of machine is more of a factory type that's designed for plush fabric. And it's also the wheel in here, these two wheels, the fabric goes between the two wheels, and it regulates for the thickness of the fabric, depending on what fabric you use. And it goes through. It's designed especially to sew plush and all kinds of heavier fabric. And this is the type of machine I need. And it's costly, and I wish I had one of those. I have that. I can zoom those puppets up. Zoom, 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 zoom. Yeah, no problem. I'll knock them out any day. My fingers won't hurt. Yeah. But even a Singer machine would help me too. I got one, but it keeps breaking down, and it's not worth it. I spend more time fixing it. Zoom, zoom. Try the needle again. Zoom, zoom. All bunched up. Take out the stitches. Zoom, zoom. All bunched up again. Take out the. Nah, I better sew by hand. That's what I do with the one I have. It doesn't work anymore. It's old from the 70s, it needs to, and it's as old as the big stuff over here. I need a new one. My biggie. Let's see. Baby Yoda, Cassie. Okay. I guess I got it. Awesome work. Thank you. Line Cook said awesome work. Thank you. Mr. Emojis. Let's see if I got anybody new wrote down anything new. I was just reading things. Okay. Now, what's these mean? Sign of the horns. Why you give me the sign of the horns? What's that mean? That I don't like. That doesn't sound good. That sounds evil. That's satanic. I don't want to have anything to do with satanicness. And that's just for good. You're mad at somebody or solicitors. The ones that scare me, then that's a different story. But scammers, they don't. Yeah, I say line cook. All right, taxes, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you, line cook. Thank you for the Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas to you. You gave me a money greedy face. No, I'm not money greedy. Only the people that take advantage of you are money greedy. I'm a giver. But I don't have nothing to give right now. Kind of tight. If I didn't need money, I wouldn't want it. You didn't need money to survive and pay your bills. Who needs it? It's paper. I don't know. I really don't care about money. I don't have no love for money. But you can't do anything without money. That's the problem. Snoopy investment. Snoopy instruments. Oh yeah. Snoogie. Hi Snoogie. What's this guy mean with the hand? That emoji you gave me, Snoogie, I don't know what that means. What's that mean? I see this. It's a man with a green plant, something in his finger. I don't know. So whatever. That's my video for the boxing. I gotta get on. I gotta work on my Christmas video. I got work to do today. I got another big stuff cut to do. Then I gotta, once my fingers get better, I gotta sew up some more puppets. Let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 6 more puppets I gotta sew up. Fingers, gotta get going for that, don't we? By next year, hopefully I can get them done. And I got sew, get my fingers by. They still feel pitchy. It's like not fun how arthritis in your fingers. You're pushing a needle through and you're pushing it back and you try to do it through cardboard. That's what hurts. And you see that knuckle over there. It's healing a little better. I had a cactus plant jammy in here. And the swelling went down. See, that's what I'm doing too. I'm trying to rest this so this can heal. Because this really hurts, especially when I'm sewing. Especially when I have to cut the cardboard out from the inside of the mouth. I bump it and it gets all red and right now it's not red anymore, so it's healing. I'm able to move it better without no pain now. So it's doing good, so I'm glad. Here we go, Mr. Emoji. Mr. Solicitor again. What's this? There's a tongue. Yeah, Coco Florida. It's another one of those solicitors. Tried to think it's the electric company, but it's not. You see, nobody's going to leave me an answer. See? No talkie, no picky-uppy, no message. It's a solicitor. That is definitely not the electric company, everybody. That's just a recording trying to tell you that you own them electric, that they're going to shut your electric off if you don't pay the bill right away, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's all sham because, sorry, guys. I pay my electric bill ahead of time. I got credit on my electric bill. I'm a couple of months ahead on that one. I don't owe no money to the electric company. Thank you. I love the one. Hey, your license on your car is going to expire on your vehicle. If you no. And I go, what? What car? I don't have a car. I don't even own a car. I never had a car in all my life. I can't afford a car. I have to get around when people drive me back and forth. I love those solicitors. Well, warranty on your vehicle is going to expire if you don't get what vehicle? You're talking about my walker? I don't think I have gas mileage on this. This is just a walker. Is there anything I drive? Or a bicycle occasionally, but I can't climb on them anymore. My legs just doesn't get up over the bicycle anymore. I have a nice, beautiful three-wheeler too. I used to love to ride, but my legs just don't do it anymore. My hip is out, and it just hurts. And after I get off, my back goes out of alignment for months. Can't do that anymore. So I gotta do. That's life. I think, but that's okay. I got you. I got big stuff. But best of all, I got the Lord who celebrates birthday this year and every year. Actually, every day is Christmas to me. I celebrate Jesus every day. I give him the praise and the glory for all things. I thank him for my very existence. He has created me so that I can create, so that I can, here's my saying. He created me so that I can create, that through my creations, people can know the true creator. If you look at a lot of my big stuff cartoons, you'll see that intertwined, I got a message about the Lord in it. And I share the word that way through my cartoons. There's always something in a big stuff cartoon that would have that in there. All my cartoons, because I gotta give God the praise. But was it for Him to give me the talent, I won't be able to do it. I mean, everything I do is because He's working through me. He's giving me the ability. It's Him working through me that makes me create through His wonderful grace and love. I praise Him all the time with everything I do. And it makes me very happy that I can make other people happy by creating something for them that they're going to cherish and love. It's a little bit of me that I give to somebody else. So all those people that I made those toys for will be blessed. And I pray that they all have a Merry Christmas who bought those toys from me, because they have made me happy, and the Lord has made me happy by giving me the talent to be able to do that. I pray that Aaron himself has made me happy, and it makes him happy, that it makes his fans happy. See, that's what the world needs, is that unity between each other. Everybody helping each other out, loving each other, the unity between each other, and most important, that unity between God. That, it makes the sign of the cross. The unity between us and God is the center branch of the cross. And the unity between each other is the middle part of the cross. So you're going this way, and you're going this way. See? Yeah. The Lord, He's in everything. He's in everything we do. He's the one who made all things. Whatever is known, whatever is seen, whatever is created, I can tell you this one thing, we can trace it all back to the King. For the King is the beginning of everything, and everything comes from the King. For without, there won't be anything, they could trace it all back to the King. Even a car, yes, a car. The Lord knows that you need that thing to travel far, all around the world to share His word. So He's giving you the knowledge to make that thing. He's giving you the wisdom how to create that thing. Plus, He made all the supplies in the world to make that thing. The plastic, the metal, the rubber and stuff. The Lord helps you put together all that stuff. You can trace it all back to the King. For the King is the beginning of everything. And everything, it comes from the King. For without, there won't be anything. You can trace it all back to the King. Yeah. So whatever you make, whatever you create, whatever you do, just wait. Take a little thinking back in your mind. You can trace it all back to the divine. For the stuff that you use to make everything, the Lord is the one who created that thing. He's giving you the wisdom how to use that thing to make that very special thing. For the Lord is the beginning of everything, and everything comes from the King. For without, there won't be anything. You can trace it all back to the King. Even us, if it wasn't for the Lord who made the first man, the first woman on the land, to get together to make more from the sperm and the egg. And He's with DNA coding all of us. For the code of DNA that makes each of us is a program comes from the Lord, with all of our thoughts, mind and things and talents all comes from the King. It's intertwined in our DNA, for the Lord is the beginning of everything, and everything
Cousin the king, forward out. There won't be anything. You can chase it all back. Oh yeah, you can chase it all back. Yeah, yeah, you can chase it all back. To the king. Oh yeah. Well, that's one of the songs in my next movie called Quest. If any of you saw Quest for the King, Journey into Paradise, it's a full-length 3D movie. It's on my YouTube channel. It's one out of 9 parts. It's 9 parts long because it's 4.5 hours long. It's the one with Logos the Lion, Revelation Frog, Jubilee Lamb, Alpha Wolf, and Thomas the Squirrel, who's always like fake ones. And the 4 little kids called there's 2 boys and 2 girls in the cartoon. First set of boy and girl is Josh and Hope. Josh and Fate. Josh and Fate. And then we have Hope and Christian. And they're all on a journey looking for the king. They're all in search for the king. They go into a special world. I find a special book. And that special book is the great book of all. Well, go see my movie. You'll see it. It's kind of fun. It's a story the Lord's given me in dreams. He told me that this movie I'm going to make in full 3D animation. At that time, I had no equipment, no way of knowing how to do 3D animation. They didn't think I could do 3D animation. I didn't think I could afford to do 3D animation. But you know what? I was faithful to the Lord. I did the story with what I had when I didn't even have any equipment at all. I didn't have a computer that worked, Holly. I didn't have nothing. I didn't even know how to do animation on a computer, matter of fact. Remember back in 2003 when I started getting the visions of the story. I had a dream that I wanted to do 3D animation, but there was nothing out for me to do it. Everything was expensive. The computer, I had no money on. But the Lord provided. I was faithful. I did the story, but the original camera that I used to do my original Apollo 13 cartoons way back in the old times, which was videotape. I had there was a video camcorder that did stop action, and I used to do my videotape, the original alignment movie. The original alignment movie was done on movie film, 8mm movie film. That's how I started out. Then I went to video tape animation, stop action. And then the rest of the Apollo 13 cartoons, like the Froggy movies, that was done on videotape animation, single frame. But shortly after I did Apollo 13 Return to the Moon, my camera started breaking down and I couldn't do it anymore after that. And I had 2 cameras. One was on its way out. One, the audio only worked on, but the video didn't work. And the other one, the video worked, but the audio didn't work. And it was just a squeak, and it used to keep shutting off in the middle. That was really hard to work with cameras that were half broken. I had to use 2 cameras to finish off. I did some rough scenes of Quest, and I put them together to see what it looked like. But when I began, I didn't think I was going to do it. Then I did with paper puppets. I did like a puppet show. I used what I had to try to get the layout of the story. Then the Lord blessed me with 3D animation equipment. And that's how I got it into 3D. So I had to make that movie 3 times. It took 3 times to get it the right way. That was a lot of years of work. But now when I was getting ready to do part 2, the computer that I had from then broke down in the middle, and I wasn't able to finish part 2 yet. But everything that was in the story of part 2 is happening today. The temple is going to go up in Israel. There's a sign. There's a war between the kingdom of darkness and the war between the kingdom of light. And that's what's happening in the world. There's a division happening. That's in the cartoon story. It's the last generation before the return of the king, which is in the story of Quest 2. And it's happening right now in real life. There is the kingdom of darkness versus the kingdom of light, which is fighting over the land of Israel, of trying to get the temple erected. There was child sacrifice, which is sacrifice to Baal, which is the abortion, which I'm very highly on. And it's God's being angered by all these. Remember I said you can trace it all back to the king, that we're all born with a DNA code that's planned by the Lord that gives us that stuff. All these babies don't get a chance to live. God's created each and every one of us special. God does not like to see his creation being destroyed. That's like me making one of those puppets and somebody taking it from me.
stealing it from me before you had a chance to finish it and burn it up. Wouldn't that anger you if you were working on a project, somebody grabbed it out of your hand and burned it up? Well, that's how the Lord feels when everybody want abortion, when people kill babies, innocent, unborn people. They never have a chance to live. You see, there's no difference between the embryo you once were to the adult you are today. We have all the beginning of life starts when that sperm cell meets the egg cell, and they get fertilized, and cell division takes place, and the DNA starts to reproduce. It's in the code of the DNA uniting together that starts to form life, that God turns on life. Life starts right then in that moment. The first thing, of course, to develop is the spinal system and the brain, and then the heart, because that's the system that runs the heart. And that is the first heartbeat of the baby. And all the baby is built around that. And how all the cells of the DNA code, how God's programmed in each and every one of those cells. This is embryo differentiation. This is the code of DNA. This is the wonderful creation of life, a new life being formed. I'm giving you the scientific, biblical proof of how the Lord designed us and how magnificently and fearfully and wonderfully we're made. That's just why I am so strong on life and protecting the unborn children, because I was a premature baby. I was born a month before I was supposed to be born. Now, if my mom had an abortion, I wouldn't be here today. But I was alive. I was out of the womb early. And look me, here I am. A lot of babies get born ahead of time, and they survive premature. Hey, how can that be? Because it's alive. That's how that could be. That baby didn't fully develop inside the womb. It doesn't mean that it wasn't alive. And that baby grows up to be a normal person. Look, ain't I the proof? Every baby, from the sperm to the egg from the beginning, is a new life. God's programmed in that new life all of its talents, all of its personality, all of what plan God has for that person, provides us for everything we need. As long as we remain faithful to Him, He keeps giving us those gifts. And as we go, it's all gifts from God. Everything that I do with my hands is a gift from God. Every breath I breathe is a gift from God. Every day I live is a gift from God. Every video I make is a gift from God. Everything I do, like these boys back here that I created, is a gift from God. Because He told me how they could do that. He provided me the stuff I needed to do that. See, the Lord provides everything that you need to do, all kinds of stuff. I see it takes a designer to design something like this, right? It takes a designer, the Lord, to create something like this. We don't just happen out of chance, as the people say. But we are living. We are creatures. We are alive from the second sperm hits the egg. When the DNA of the sperm unites to the DNA of the egg of the female, the male and female DNA get together. The process of reproduction starts to take place. Two genetic materials unite together, and the chromosomes line up. The male chromosomes, the female chromosomes, they pair together. Wow, look at that. They know what to do. How do they know what to do? You know how they know what to do? There's a little program into the DNA. That's how they know what to do. They line up with each other, pairing each other. I'm a chromosome for eye color from the man. I'm a chromosome from the eye color from the woman. Together. I'm a chromosome for heart cells. I'm a chromosome for heart cells. I'm from the man. I'm from the woman. Together. That's what happens. The two chromosomes line up. Then the DNA starts. Then a thing called DNA polymerase, a polymerase comes. DNA polymerase comes down to the DNA. Now, all chromosomes is DNA molecules coiled up in the package inside a chromosome. Chromosomes are DNAs. Each DNA has a different code. All those different DNAs have that code. And that DNA, the DNA polymerase comes down, unzips the DNA. So all that base pairs open now. You have base pairs on the DNA where adenine will unite with thiamine, adenine and thiamine. And guanine and uracil will go together. And always will unite. Now, if adenine and adenine by accident unite together, that's considered a mutation. Something can take place that causes a problem in the code. It's like a computer. If the code gets messed up along the way, you get ratty data. That's why genetic defects happen. And usually that happens because it's an interference. The ribosome, the RNA, the ribonic nucleic acid, which is RNA, copies this, but the code gets messed up and it got like a different code. Now, of course, DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. So, you know, some scientific words. These are kind of fun words. Actually, I have a song about the DNA that maybe I'll sing when I get to start show you how the embryo differentiation takes place. See, it takes a lord, a king, a creator to create all this. All this stuff is all programmed in these DNA. How these cells and atoms and molecules know how to do this. This is the miracle of life. Life, how it begins. After that DNA reads the code, after that DNA splits after DNA polymerase, I get mixed up. After DNA polymerase splits the DNA and ribonic nucleic acid, which is RNA, copies the code of the DNA, it copies that code. It goes to the ribosome. The ribosomes reads the code off like a grocery store. Okay, I need this from the cell. And it'll take protein packages. All chromosomes are protein packages, parts of proteins that are picked out. And it would read the code. Now, of course, RNA has a different code that unites with uracil. Uracil, adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine. Oh, yeah, I got it mixed up. Uracil is from RNA. It's been almost 50 years since I went over all this. So I knew I couldn't remember something, and I knew it would come to my mind as I'm talking about. RNA has a different code. It uses uracil in place of adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine. I think it's guanine. Uracil takes place of guanine. So in RNA, every time there's a guanine and a DNA, a uracil will link to that. I have no idea why the Lord had a different code in the RNA, but there's probably a reason for that. See, because he's a creator. He knows how to design things. So when he designs everything together, it reads the code. So when the ribosome reads this, it links up. Okay, this protein, adenine, will link up to a protein it'll read the code to the proteins. It'll start building the protein chain, which will build another chromosome. Now, when the chromosomes are duplicated, this duplicates the chromosomes. Now we got two sets of paired chromosomes on each side. Now, this is amazing. This is the original. There's the duplication of the chromosomes. What happens now in the cell, when that happens, is like a shuttering going on. The chromosomes, there's a dividing line in the center of the cell. It divide. And all the two chromosomes go anaphase. And they zoom, all the pairs of chromosomes go to each end of that cell. And by magic, well, I wouldn't say by magic, but by creation, that one cell divides, wink, into two cells. Look at that. You got two complete cells made from the one cell. What's even more fascinating is that the two cells multiply into 4 cells. And the 4 cells multiply into 8 cells. And it goes on and on and on. So all the cells are dividing inside the blastocyst or the blastocore, which is the union of the sperm and egg, which is a zygote. See, when When a sperm meets the egg, it's considered a zygote. If you notice embryo, zygote, the two creatures in my Big Stuff cartoon, they were created because of the miracle of life. When I first studied all this, I was fascinated by the words and the names and how I was born, how we were born. So we start out as an embryo because he's a young alien, and his girlfriend later on became as a union. So they had a union together. The zygote means that, and because they are going to be my ambassadors to save the unborn babies, a zygote was developed 25 years ago, while embryo, of course, was made 50 years ago. Embryo was designed when I first had the fascination of how life began. Zygote, which is a union, well, the embryo couldn't be alone. He needed a girlfriend. 25 years later, was a union between learning the beginning of life and help sustaining life and saving life from destruction. We have to have a union. We have to have a relationship. We have to have love for those who have to have a chance to live. Because look at all the work that goes into making a baby. This is all goes into making one of us. After all those cells multiply, the genetic material spills out. And it just keeps multiplying. Now, you got a bunch of cells. But each of these cells start to unite, start to separate themselves. Like one heart cell will bump, one has the code for heart cells. They all have the same genetic code, but the only code that was read was that the cells are only going to be heart cells. And heart cells from the second they are born start to pulse. Then if another heart cell was pulsed in different positions and pulsed differently, we have like a different synchronization that they are, they're not quite, the same rhythm. Once these two heart cells that pump at different unions or different rhythms touch together, they will start pumping in unison. And that's the amazing thing about heart cells. Once they touch, they pump into unison. But when they're separated, they go their own way. That only the Lord can do that, you see. So all the heart cells will line up, all the nerve cells will line up, all the muscle cells will line up, all the eye cells will line up, all the tongue cells will line up, all the finger cells will line up that you have to use to sew things with. Or every cell will line up. They'll line up they'll line up and form their stations. Usually the nervous system cells start from the center. The first thing to form is the nervous system cells start forming. And they form from the center out and they fold into each other. They'll start to form the brain and the spinal column first. And then from the brain and spinal column, they all line up in the circle kind of outside cells of the embryo. The skin cells will all line up on the outside and make a barrier with the skin cells. And then it's amazing how they just line up and know how to do it. I can't figure it out, but that's how they do it. They all line up and become the parts of the body. I know the spine starts first, and it's that opposite. One set of cells have the plan that designs this half. The other sets of cells have the plan to design this half of the baby. And both of them together design the baby this way, kind of from the center out. Look at how embryo is being formed. It's amazing. The spine first, then the heart system to pump the circulatory, to pump the circulatory to feed the cells, to keep it going. The brain is keeping everything going, and it's all the nervous system is made, all the circulatory system, all the skin cells, the heart cells, everything lines up. The lung cells, the breathing, all the breathing apparatus, that's when it starts to pump. And the skin cells, the finger cells, the bone cells, the way the skeleton is formed. Do you know that embryo's eyes start all the way back here, and the ears, and the nose, the two nostrils of the nose on both sides of the face, and our mouth even starts at both sides. It's as the embryo was formed, the mouth moves into each other, the noses moves into each other, the eyes get close to each other, the eye socket starts forming. the fingers start out as little balls, and then they start coming out little bitty fingers, and they start forming little hand buds. It's amazing how babies from little arms come out. Like if you look at a frog tadpole, when its little legs are formed, how they come out small, and they get big and come out, and then the little arms come out from the front. It's kind of like how the embryo. It's amazing how the Lord developed each creature different too. I see the animals also are a miracle of His creation, and they got a different kind of DNA. They form differently than we do. We're mammals. That frog is an amphibian. Neither species is related to each other. We're different. We're a different design. We're a different DNA. The only difference between a frog and a human being, or the monkey and a human being, is that we are creatures that know our God. We have wisdom. We have knowledge. We're different because we are created in the image of our God, while all the other creations are created in God's creative imagination. Just like I create my cartoons, like Alien. See, the Apollo 13 astronauts, for instance, they are created in the cartoon. It's created in the image of the real astronauts. But embryo, zygote, eclipsio are created in the image of my imagination. See? To go along with them, to be companions. Just like He created all the animals to be our companions. See how that works out? Ain't that amazing? So when the embryo starts to form, that's what happens. And you guys see the little embryo when they first formed? They start to wiggle when they start forming into what they look like. And you guys see, I see some images of embryos. They go like this. They wiggle a little. They're so cute. They wiggle. Little fingers are like this. They wiggle. Little legs wiggle. And then you see bigger embryos are more, as the features start forming more closer, more appear to be more close, looking like a human. They look less like let's say a frog. They start looking more like a human being as our features start coming out. They call it from embryo to fetus because the features are showing. The eyes are in the right spot, the mouth's in the right spot, the nose is in the right spot. You got fingers. And then you see the little itsy bitsy baby that's probably no bigger than my fist. It's about 6 months. A human being is probably about as big as your fist or your hand. We're that tiny. We're a miniature human being. A miniature baby. We can suck our fingers. We can know when I send those cameras down to take a look at the baby, see how it's developing. The baby knows that there's a light, even though the eyes are closed. They can sense something. They can sense the touch of the camera. They can sense the light of the camera. And you'll see some of those babies pushing and like trying to like kind of, like, get this out of my face. What is that? Because I can't see, It's like when you pick up a baby animal, like let's say a little baby mouse, because I got mice. If you pick up one of those newborn baby mices, they don't see. But you can see them like they're feeling like, where am I? Well, it's the same kind of, see, an embryo or fetus is no less alive than a little baby mouse that's first born. Since that we are formed inside the body, our full development is formed inside. While a mouse does the beginning developments and then gives birth, and the rest of the development of the mouse is formed on the other. So I wouldn't say that. I made a mistake. Frogs are different. Frogs, the egg part of the development is formed inside their body, but they get fertilized from outside. See that fertilization don't happen inside the body, like a human being or a mammal. And the mammals, of course, give milk to their babies. See, that's what God does. He made each and every one different. He didn't make us all the same. That it takes a creator to do that. See, if we were made by chance, it'd all be the same. Chance. Everything would be made the same way. No, God makes things in different ways. As I go over that, I see how wonderful, magnificently, and fearfully we were made. It takes only a designer or a creator to do such a wonderful thing. And look at that. The baby grows, gets bigger and bigger, and then it's born. And it becomes you and me. Oh, most of the time, the baby is growing inside, getting bigger and bigger and get more developed. But after the first few weeks, the baby is fully developed. It's a miniature baby. We're probably about this size when we're fully developed. It just takes time for us to get bigger and bigger. And then we're born. And that's how a baby's born. It's a miracle of life. And I guess here's that song I told you about. Oh, Crick and Watson tried to find the structure of DNA, but nobody came up with something to this very day. Ho, ho, da, helix, those mysterious plans for you and me. Hey, ho, ho, da, helix, how does it deal with heredity? We're A and T and G and C. In this very way, they unite to make a polynucleotide chain. I got mixed up with the words. I made this song way back in 1974, so it's like the first time I'm singing it after so many years. I just realized I made a mistake in the song, but you know what? I'm gonna make a video of that song with the right wording and sing it. But it's a song that talks about how DNA forms us and how it is designed by a creator. Can't just happen out of midair. Well, I got to get those boxes ready. I got to weigh them and let Aaron know how much it weighs, so he can send out the tag. I don't want to spend too much more time. I got to close down now. So everybody, I gotta say, Roger it out. Well, this is RG Jubilee saying, have a wonderful day. I gotta get those earls out and those spiders out to Aaron. And then I gotta work on my Christmas stuff. And Christmas is only a few days away. So I want to make sure those people get their Christmas gifts. So I have to say goodbye. If you don't see me in a few days, that's because I'm going to be busy. But as soon as I premiere the next Christmas video, I'll be back up again. So I'm wishing them a Merry Christmas. I'm going to try to do a big stuff Christmas party. Well, we'll see what we can do. Well, I'll see what the Lord leads us to. Let's hope 2021 becomes a better year for everyone. Well, this is RG Jubilee saying goodbye for now. Roger that. And have a blessed day. May God bless you.